Hello children, so we are here to do type 8 questions from our website examprep.world, okay, and in these questions we have included some questions which frequently appear in examinations or e-assessments, right? So you'll have to figure out what kind of sequences are there in the question where it is arithmetic sequences are not defined as we did in the type 7 questions, okay, and figure out the responses for your questions. So let's begin. So this is a lot of text in a small area. What I suggest is open type 8 questions in our website sequences. Open the website examprep.world, go to learn and practice section. From there, choose your topic as sequences and open type 8 questions. So this is probably the first question of that particular exercise. Okay, in this exercise I'll read it for you. Dow is a maroon on desert. Dow is marooned on a desert. So this guy is on a desert and he is having very limited amount of water. It is written H2O. Okay. Now he has how much water? He has only 2000 ml, which is 2 liters of water he has, and he can't have fresh water, right? So if he drinks water very fast, he will be out of water. So, but on the first day he does a mistake and he drinks 500 ml, 1/4 of the water he drinks. So he finishes 500 ml on the first day. So he's left with how much? Only 1.5 liter of water. Then he realizes if he drinks so fast, so the water will be over very fast. In 4 days he will finish it. So what he decides, he will drink only 3/4 of the amount what he drank previous day. Okay, this he decides. So let us write this whole story. On day 1, at the end of day 1, okay, end of day 1, he is left with, he started with 1500 ml. Because he is drinking away the water, so let us calculate on drinking away. He drank 500 ml. On day 2, what did he decide? He will drink 3/4 of 500 ml, right? Not what is left. He will drink 3/4 of the amount he drank previous day. So 3/4 of 500, okay? So which is how much he drank? 500 into 3/4. Let it be like that, don't even calculate the value, I'll tell you why. On day 2, he drank 500 into 3/4 is the amount he drank on the second day, and then 3/4 of this, 3/4 of this particular amount of day 2. Day 2 I have written as it is, and I added 3/4 of this. He will drink on the day 3. This is day 3. Okay, understanding, right? Now, do you see some sequences forming up? What is U1? U1 is 500. U2 is 500 times 3/4. And what is the common ratio? 3/4. Okay. So we identified that U1 was 500 and R is 3/4, and it is forming a geometric sequence. Okay, that much we have done. So how much water will Dow drink on the day 5? 5th. That means they are asking U5. So U5 is U1 into R to power n minus 1. This is our formula for geometric sequence, right? So let us see. U5 will be 500 times 3/4 whole 5 minus 1. How much is that? So we need a calculator. 5 minus 1 is 4, so we will straight away do the power 4. It is 158. 158.20 ml. He drinks on the 5th day. Okay. What's the question? 10th day and 15th day, right? 10th day and 15th day. Let us calculate for 10th day. Have you copied this? Okay. Because we already have this one, so I am going to erase this part. And let us do U10. U10 is 500 times 3/4 whole to power 10 minus 1. I think he will have very less. (37 ml). 37.5 54 ml only he will have. Okay. Then U15th, on 15th day he will drink 500 times 3 by 4 to power 15 minus 1, which is 14. So I will just change the power on the calculator. 8.9 ml. See, as the days are passing, he is only getting very little amount of water. I don't think in real time he will be able to survive with only 8 ml of water. Very difficult. He has to hydrate, right? So, how much water Doe would have drunk? Describe what happens to the water Doe drinks every day. So, amount of water keeps reducing, okay, and it is forming a geometric sequence. What kind of geometric sequence? Converging, because it is starting from a big number and going towards a small number. Okay. Now let's do part C. So here we have to find sum of the sequence. Okay. We already have the data. U1 is 500 and R is 3 by 4. So we are doing C part here. First we have to find S10. So let me write the formulas for you kids. Sn equals to U1 1 minus R to power n by 1 minus R. This is when R is less than 1 for the converging sequence. Okay. Look at my first, second videos, so geometric sequence video. I think type 2 questions, type 3 questions is geometric sequence. So you can see there I have explained about this one. So we will use the formula U10. S10 is 500 into 1 minus 3 by 4 whole to power 10 by 1 minus 3 by 4. Okay. So 3 by 4 is, so now you can calculate using calculator. Basically it is 2000. 1 minus 3 by 4 is 1 by 4. 4 goes up here, becomes a 2000. 2000 into 1 minus fraction 3 upon 4 close hold. To power 10. He would have drunk 1887.37 ml. He is almost finishing it. See, he had only 2 liters. He has already finished in 10 days so much. Okay. D. 20 days. S20. This is C part 1. Part 2. So here we are going to do 500 times 1 minus 3 by 4 whole to power 20 by 1 minus 3 by 4. Okay. So let's calculate this one. 500, 2000, I'll change the power here directly. 1993.65 ml. So from 10 to 20 days he has drank very little water. Okay. In maths it is possible, real life very difficult. Okay. Now S 30 days. So S30 will be, just replace this one with 30. I will write here S30 will be 500 1 minus 3 by 4 whole to power 30. Okay. Divided by 1 minus 3 by 4. Don't put the power outside the bracket. It is only 3 by 4 has the power of 30. Okay. So in the calculator I will just change 1999, almost finished, 1999.64 ml. So it's almost finished, only 0.3 ml, 0.26 ml is left. Not enough, it's just 1/4 of a drop, very risky, correct? So you almost finished the water in 30 days. In 30 days, we hope that somebody picks him up from there. Okay. Do you think Doe will have ever run out of water? Yes, he is running out of water. because if you see, it will never become 0, but it is always reducing. It will reduce to very small number like 0.00003. You will never run out of water. Some water will be there, but in real sense, can you have 0.005 ml? We can't even see that much. So we say that yes, he runs out of water in almost 30th day, because 1/4 of ml is 1/4 of a drop. So we can't see that, and 1/4 will even keep reducing. So in 5 days, he will only have a water vapor, maybe 1 atom, right? So he definitely runs off water in real sense. Mathematical sense, he will never go to 0. Okay, it will always keep reducing. 0.64 will become 0.64. He would be using 0.68, 69 like that, and it will keep reducing, but it will never become 2000. Okay. So I hope you have understood this question. Makes me sad for that guy. He's running out of water. Now I'm feeling that I should go and help him out. Okay. So we have a triangle. We come out of that sad story where he finished the water. Okay. We come to an equilateral triangle. The side of an equilateral triangle is 2 centimeters. This is also 2. This is also 2. And there is midpoint. This is midpoint of each side. Then you have another midpoint. So every time the new triangle is formed by taking the midpoints of the existing triangle. Now, find the total length of the lines drawn. Infinite. You can go up to infinity, isn't it? So find total length. We actually have to find the sum of all the lines. So I will first take the outermost triangle. What is the sum of the perimeter of all the lines? 2 plus 2 plus 2, which is 6. So U1 is 6. What is U2? This side is 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1. How much it is? 3. U3. Now this part is 0.5. 0.5, 0.5 and 0.5. It is 1.5. So what kind of sequence is coming up? Geometric sequence, and ratio is half. See, 3 divided by 6 is half, 1.5 divided by 3 is also half. So we have identified that it's a geometric sequence with U1 is 6 and R is half. Now it's a converging series. Can we add all these terms up to infinite? Yes, S infinity, there is a formula. S infinity is U by 1 minus R. U1 by 1 minus R. So directly put that formula and question is done. Initially when you saw the question, you felt that it was very difficult. It is just 3-step questions. So never get tensed up when such questions is visible. Read the question. The ultimate answers will be very, very simple. Okay. Now see, you don't even have a very complex formula. What is U1? U1 is 6 and 1 by 1 minus 2. 1 minus half is half, and that becomes 12. So our answer is total length of the lines drawn is 12 centimeters. That's it, our answer is done. Did you find it easy? Stop, practice, analyze what is being done. You will find it easy. Okay. Let's do the next question. Okay. This is nice. Clara organizes cans in a triangular piles. She kept how many first? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. She is piling up like this. Okay. How many rows are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows are there. In 5th row, she has 5 cans. For 4th row, 4, 3rd, and 1. A pile has 20 cans in the bottom row. Show that the pile contains 210. Bottom row 20 means U1. This is for us U1. So if it is 20, that means 20 cans are there. U2 will be 1 less, 19. U3 will be 18. So every time 1 can is being reduced. Okay. And because it is 20 cans in the bottom row, here how many cans are there? 5. How many rows are there? 5. So here how many rows will be there? 20. 20. What will be U20? It will be 1, right? There are 20 rows in this can. 5 can rows is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So 20 will be 20, 19, 18, 17 and like that. So it will also have 20 rows. So now we have to show that all the pile has 210. That means we have to find sum of 20 terms. So what we are doing? What kind of sequence is this? So what is our U1? U1 is 20 and D is -1. How many rows are there for the pile where the 20 cans are there? Obviously 20 are there. So we have to find S20. Go for S20. What is the SN formula? I will write the formula for you. N is equal to N by 2, 2 times U1 plus N minus 1 times T. This is formula for SN. What we have to find? S20. S20 will be 20 by 2, 2 times 20, because U1 has 20 in the bottom, plus 20 minus 1 is 19, and D is how much? Minus 1. So this cancels 10, 40 minus 19, which is 21, 21, 210. So we very easily proved that the pile where the bottom row has 20 cans has overall 210 cans. Okay? Because 20, 19, 18, 17 like that, and up to 20th row all the cans will be 210. We just proved. Done. Part A is done. Okay, understood? Pause and write, otherwise you will forget. Now let us do B. There are 3240 cans in a pile. Now he is asking how many are there in the row. So he gave SN is 3240. So SN is 3240, and we don't know how many are there in the pile. So number of rows and the number of cans in the bottom row is same, right? So what we do, we will write SN formula, which is N by 2. We don't know the number of rows, and we also not know the number of, but it is equal. So 2 times N plus N minus 1, D is negative 1. If we solve this, we will get our answer. It is 3240. So instead of N, we will write 3240. Why U1 is N? Because see, when the bottom row have 5 cans, it has 5 rows. In our next question where we did for 20, the 20 cans row has 20 rows. So N number of cans on the bottom row will have N rows. So U1 is and the number of rows are same. That's why I have written N on both the sides. Now, what is the unknown variable? It's only N. Let's solve this. 3240 equals to N by 2, 2N minus N plus 1, which is N by 2, 2N minus N is N plus 1, right? So 2 multiplies by 3240. Do we get a quadratic? Looks like we get a quadratic. 6480, 6480, 2 multiplies with this equals to N square plus N. Get this thing here. N square plus N minus 6480 equals to 0. You have a quadratic here. The moment you get a quadratic, you solve quadratic using formula, quadratic formula. Okay. So I am doing it here on my calculator. 80 and 81. So N I am getting 80 and minus 81. Negative we have to remove because number of rows and number of cans cannot be negative. So we get number of cans in the bottom row is 80 cans. If you start with 80 cans, definitely the sum of all the cans 80, 79, 78, it will be 3240 cans. Very difficult to arrange like that, but in the question, math question, they always give and we have to answer, right? In practically, if you have to go, you will have to go for a 3-dimensional pyramid you can arrange, but just arranging 2D like a wall, very difficult. Okay. So there are S cans and they can be organized in a triangular pile with N cans in the bottom row. Show that. Now we already did this one, but we will still do in a general form. Okay. There are S cans totally. The number of total is Sn is S, right? And N cans in the bottom row. Therefore, U1 is N, right? So we will write the Sn formula here. Okay. S divided by 2. Sorry. S equals to N by 2 because number of rows is same, equals to u1 is how much? N plus n minus 1 times d. So multiply 2, it becomes 2s n into n plus nd. Acha, d is negative 1. So I will write negative 1 here. So it becomes minus n plus 1. So minus n plus 1, and this is 2n, right? So 2n minus n is okay. 2s equals to n into n plus 1. 2s. This is not 25, 2s. So what do we get here? N square plus n minus 2s equal to 0, and you get your formula. Same thing where we used a number. Here they are asking us to use s. So we get our formula. Now, in third part, Clara has 2100 cans. Can she organize them in a triangular pile? So let us see how we will see. We will use this formula, okay, or this formula. I'll explain with basics. Okay. 2100 cans. So let us apply the same formula because we just applied this. So n square plus n minus 2100 into 2 equal to 0. See, if you solve for this quadratic, do you get a whole number? If you get a whole number, yes it is, otherwise no. So it is n square plus n minus 4200 equal to 0. Solve for n. We get 54, n is equal to 54.3. So, but number of rows are whole numbers, right? So she won't be able to organize. She can maximum have 50 rows and still 0.3, 1 or 2 cans will be left out. Okay, so it is not possible because n is not a whole number. I hope you got this kind of questions. Okay, these are the kind of questions. Be very careful. Your focus should be on these kind of questions. These are actual applications of arithmetic sequences or geometric sequences, whatever you have learned in this chapter. Okay. So with this, we come to end of this. I sincerely request that you should go to the whole exercise. That exercise, you have 2 or 3 more questions like this. You will be able to do it very easily. I am very, very sure. Okay. Thanks.